What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the My Gardener channel. So what I am doing is filling up our IBC totes for our gravity fed watering system. Now, if this seems like a pain in the butt, you'd be 100% correct. Not only is this a pain in the butt, it's a messy, muddy, very tiring job that needs to be done, because if I don't do it, the trees don't get water in the greenhouse. And in order for me to the IBC tote, I have to currently lug 5-gallon buckets of water all the way over here, fill them up, fill up the barrel like this in an effort to have enough water to then use gravity to water our trees. Now, the reason why I have to do this is because this spot, so our land is fairly flat. There's a slight incline, but it's nothing too crazy. The distance, the amount of drop from basically where the water comes out the bottom of the tank to where you are at might only be about 6 inches of drop. It's really not that much. From you to the greenhouse, there might be a foot to a foot and a half of drop. Still not that much when looking at a gravity fed system. And so we have been doing this for about the past 2.5 weeks now, of coming in here and filling up these 200-gallon IBC totes with water so that we can water our trees. Because our trees, our young grafted trees, are just starting to leaf out, they're just starting to grow. If they don't get water on a pretty consistent basis, they'll die. And so this has been our reality. It's not working. Long term, it's not sustainable. And this is better than carrying 5-gallon buckets over to the greenhouse, walking that entire distance, doing that. This cuts down on the effort by probably about 50%. The downside is the resulting water pressure from this is abysmal. And the amount of time it takes to water 1,700 trees, take a guess. I'll wait. It's about 2 to 2.5 hours. So I need to find a better solution. And that better solution is in the progress. We're in the process, I should say, of finding a solution, and that is hooking up our wells. We just had a well guy come not too long ago, last week, got all of our well heads installed, got all of our hydrants installed for the field, and now all we need to do officially is to hook up power and get going, which should totally alleviate this from ever needing to be done again. Every step is just 10 times more effort than you actually would normally need to exert. It's just crazy. It's a good workout though. Now, luckily we've never had to actually fill this up completely. We can water the entire greenhouse, which is our main concern. Because it's been raining so frequently, the trees don't need water. They get that naturally. But inside the greenhouse, we can water all 1,700 trees with roughly about 100 gallons of water. So now, when we're ready to water, we come down here. I've got the bucket hooked up to, I've got the IBC tote hooked up to a valve, and then a valve hooked up to a standard hose bib, hose nipple there. And now there's water flowing. So now we'll come in here to the greenhouse. There'll be water flowing in the greenhouse ever so slowly. And that's why it takes so long to do. Like I said, this is all we're getting. This is how long it's taken me to water all these trees. It's not a fast process. That's because the gravity is just not that. It's not that much gravity. If I had, 2 feet of drop, I could dramatically increase the rate of flow. But because I don't have 2 feet of drop, and I only have like 8 inches to a foot at most, we're talking, it's basically flat. Come on now. There we go. Come on. There we go. And then the thing is, you have to keep the hose pointed down, otherwise it stops the siphon. So then you lose all your flow. It's a process. Oh my gosh. This is like not even, there's no theater acting here whatsoever. This is what it takes to water these trees. And I've been doing it, but I have not been doing it with the best attitude until now. We got a solution. So we got to go get a generator for the well pump, because the well pump is going to be the answer to all of our problems. That's going to completely make this whole thing completely irrelevant and a whole lot faster. So we are on a quick trip right now, heading to meet up with this guy I met on Facebook Marketplace, and fingers crossed it's not a scam, but we're going to get a generator for the farm for the well pump. And normally they're going for like around $1,100, but this guy is brand new with tags, and he said he's willing to take $550 for it. So like, it's kind of worth the drive. We had to take about a 45, 50-minute drive, but I mean, for the price, definitely worth it. It's exactly like what we're looking for. So we're gonna almost there to his place. We're gonna pick up the generator. Again, fingers crossed it's not a scam. I don't think it is. And then we're gonna head back to the farm and hook it up. So. Okay. This is super sketchy. All right, now we hope it doesn't fall. All right, easy does it. Okay. Whew. So make sure we don't blow any GFCIs. By the way, this is the amazing generator we got. Like I said, this is it's a Champion dual fuel, runs on propane or gasoline. Absolutely amazing. The fact we got this for $550 was pretty shocking. I like to haggle. It's kind of fun. It was so inexpensive. I mean, it's new with tags. So we're gonna get this thing fired up here. What's great is this has a battery, so you can actually just start it with a battery, which is fantastic. Runs like a charm. Should be it. I don't know what's next. So all along this property here, we got 10 hydrants. These are yard hydrants. These are Woodford model, really super nice. But we've got 4 on this side, 5 on that side, spaced out roughly about 150, 175 feet. And it's obviously not going to come right out. We just turned the thing on. But as the pump pumps, we should have water. So we're gonna let it charge for probably give or take 10, 15 minutes or so. And then we'll come back once the lines get charged, because there's a substantial amount of lines. There is a substantial amount of lines here to run. So, I mean, all the way down, all the way that way, all the way to the back, a lot lot of line. So I think it's just shy of, I want to say it's just shy of 2,000 feet of water line that they laid. So it's going to take a hot second. It's not going to be instant. And after about 25 minutes, we got water. It's a good sight. I'll tell you what, that is a really good sight. And it's like, ooh, it's really, really cold water too. All right, so now all we have to do is go to the nearest hydrant. These hydrants, like I said, they're 150, 175 feet apart. We're going to the nearest hydrant, hook up our hose. It'll be a bit of a stretch with the hose, but until we get a water pump to pump water out of the pond, this will be worlds better than carrying 5-gallon buckets. Let's go. All right, so there we go. There's the water saga. Now this is a very, very, very long hose, so it's just kind of burping, self-burping the line, as you can see. But we're talking 3 or 4 times the flow rate as before, and this is going to make very short work with very little effort now that it's set up, which feels really good, because I'll tell you, that was exhausting. But these are the things that I enjoy about the farm. A lot of people have asked, like, Luke, what are some highlights you've had? To be honest, it's the problem solving. Like, anyone that's had acreage knows that it's not like you don't have all the amenities that you have in the city. And I'll be honest, being a city guy myself, a city boy, as some people call me, there's so much to learn about problem solving. It's not just, okay, like a mower is not just a small mower, it's a big mower. You know, your water, you don't just turn a faucet on. It's like you get wells installed and you hook it up to a pump, and like everything, everything you do is 10 times more labor intensive, problem solving. It's a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy it. But I also really enjoy seeing these trees get the much needed water that they need. And the final thing that I was going to say is that this water is well water. It's been filtered by earth naturally. It is just pure, beautiful water. There's no chlorine, there's no chloramine, meaning that I would guarantee you the plants are going to thrive out here with this beautiful water. It is just absolutely perfect. So I am super excited. This is great. And yeah, I just glad we tackled this problem. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned something new. If you did, make sure to hit that like button for fresh water at the farm. Subscribe if you haven't already for more fun farm activities. And let me know what you're looking forward to in the comments box down below. We're going to be gardening here super soon. We got a couple nights that are just a little too cold to want to risk planting out the garden here at the farm. But by next week, we're going to be planting it out. So I'm looking forward to that. So as always, take care, guys. Thank you so much. Grow bigger. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, consider clicking this one. You'll probably enjoy it just as much. I want to thank you for your viewership, because without it, this channel would not be as amazing as it is. Also, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free, and we upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. We also have vegetable seeds, fertilizer, or tools. If you need any of those, consider visiting migardener.com. Links will be in the description box below. We've got you covered. And as always, we'll see you all in the garden. Take care.